I, on behalf of the Kohima District Administration, take the honor of welcoming our special guest, Sri H. Tobihoto Ayemi, Honorable MLA and Advisor, Tribal Affairs and Election, Government of Nagaland. So indeed we are privileged to have you in our midst and making this program a grand and an honorable one. We are also privileged to have in our midst Sri T.L. Pisumung Tikir, my friend, who is the Joint Secretary of Department of Tribal Affairs, who is here with us. We welcome you. I would also like to acknowledge the presence of our Director, Tribal Affairs, all the officers and staffs from the Department and Directorate of Tribal Affairs. I would like to acknowledge the immense contribution and participation of the following departments: the Department of Medical, the Department of Agri, the Department of PhD, the Power Department, Fisheries, Horticulture, Veterinary, Employment and Skill Development, Industries, Social Welfare, Economic and Statistics, Food and Civil Supplies, and lastly but not least, RT and NRLM. So we want to thank you. It's a 15 long days program for Kohima. We are launching here along with the state, but from tomorrow and day after, this outreach will go and penetrate each and every villages that we have in our list. So on behalf of Kohima District Administration, I would like to wish you all the best to our officers and staff who will be going to all the villages. And by today's program, I hope all of us will be encouraged and be motivated to have this program a successful one. God bless us all.
Friends, I would just like to stress that Mahatma Gandhi, the father of a nation, remarked that India lives in village, and unless the villages are developed, India cannot be a developed country. Now, echoing in the same line, the vision of Viksit Bharat 2047, our Honorable Prime Minister has assured and also has a vision to say that to make India fully developed by 2047, the tribal society has to be empowered and the tribal society has to prosper. Then only India will be fully developed. I believe it is in line with this that so many activities have been implemented, among which one of the flagship program of the Tribal Affairs Department is the Dardi Apa Janjatiya Gram Utkarsh Abhiyan, they call it DA-JGUA. So along with this, I think there's the objective of the department, ministry and the department here is the critical gaps that exist in the tribal societies are being looked into and they have been taken into account. So it is in line with this that again this state level awareness and benefit saturation camp all over the country has been announced, and it is in the process. Some districts have started. In our state, 608 villages, and all this will be covered under this saturation program. Now, here we have a gathering not only of the department, but most importantly, the line departments. I would say it is not an exactly convergence program, but a sort of semi-convergence program, especially for these activities, where all the department has to chip in all the departments has to come in and thereby make an impact. It is seen that in a state like ours, the departments also function in compartments. Our department function in silos. So much so that one department doesn't know what actually are the activities, whatever is happening. So again, in a way, the aim of this awareness, the objective of this awareness and benefit saturation camp is to come, led by the district magistrates, the deputy commissioners, and then conduct specific targeted camps in the village, perhaps in the blocks, and in the district also. So, under these camps, most importantly, there are so many people, villagers, who have not been able to obtain their Aadhaar. This will also be one, and along with that, other documents like ST indigenous, this can also be taken up. Then again, under food and nutrition, we have this, the Department of Food and Civil Supplies comes in. Then the Social Welfare Department also comes in, where citizens, tribal citizens who are being deprived of this PHH, priority household list, they need to be enrolled for the food program. Same like what the health sector also has to come in, Mission Indra Dhanush immunization program. All these things also come in. Then the banks also, the various sectors, whereby banks should also have to come in, whereby the Jan Dhan Yojana, zero balance account, all this will also have to be looked into. Then we have the agri, most importantly, agri department, where this Kisan Credit, KCC, and all other activities. There are so many things which are happening during this one-day program. I believe to have a very successful camp, to have a very successful implementation of this saturation program, all departments have to come in. The food soldiers here during these campaigns will be led by the deputy commissioner and all the line department. So, taking advantage of this platform being given, I would like to request all our heads of department led by our DC to kindly coordinate. The communication system has to be very seamless so that our tribal society in different parts of our villages and the different parts of our districts also avail such facilities which has been provided by the SCON, by our ministry, government, and the state tribal affairs department also.
These are all interconnected. These are all the initiative of the central government. And these are all initiative of the BJP-led India government. And even this program, DA-JGUA, is the initiative of the government of India under BJP's rule. And once we implement all these schemes that are available and that has been provided by the government of India, we will definitely attain that Viksit Nagaland and Viksit Bharat. Now, government of the day in the state is already on the job. Preparation is on to make the proper roadmap to achieve the goals of the state of Nagaland, along with the Viksit Bharat by 2047, which means in another 22 years, our state should also be developed. And when our state is developed, then India is definitely developed. And this is the reason why government of India is not going to leave any pocket or any community or any section of people of India. We all know India is such a huge country. It is one of the largest democracy in the world. It is such a diverse nation. So we should grow together. That is how this scheme has come into picture. Budgetary outlay is about little less than 80,000 crore, which will be provided by the Ministry of Tribal Affairs to all the line ministries, about 17 line ministries, and all those line ministries, department officials are here today in this very program, trying to fill the gap in the critical sectors like health, like education, like rural development, roads, livelihood, be it fisheries or livelihood with animal husbandry. These many departments will be involved and will be utilizing these funds provided. I want all of you to be, and I want to urge and request the line departments to judiciously use those money which will benefit our people and our community, because 608 villages are going to get benefit out of this. About 70 blocks are going to get benefit. And as an individual, we have seen 5 crores tribal population will be benefited in this Dharti Aba, Janjatiya Abhiyan. In Nagaland, about 9 lakhs and 15,000 plus individuals will get benefit out of this various scheme. So we are all responsible people. We are all working for the welfare of our people. So we should put in all of our efforts and trying to uplift our villagers and our citizens. Like Nagaland, the state of Nagaland consists of almost 90%, 95% population is a tribal population. We don't have ST, or we don't have any Adivasis, or we are not in the general category. So more focus will be on these pockets and states. There are a few other states which are tribal states, but yes, we will also see how they perform. We should be an exemplary, our state, so that the other states also learn from us and do the same that we are doing. So my earnest request to all the districts, heads of departments, the line departments, who are going to benefit out of this particular scheme, Yojana, to work hand in hand so that our people gets benefit and our people also work the part of the Viksit Nagaland and then the Viksit Bharat. I think there is going to be a national workshop proposed, and there is going to be key resource persons from districts, from all districts. They will be trained as master trainers, and these resource key persons will then train the staff of the state, districts, blocks, and even down to the village level, ensuring that the sustained success of this Abhiyan. So this campaign is rooted in a whole of government approach, ensuring seamless coordination among multiple ministries and departments. It will not only enhance transparency in service delivery, but also contribute significantly towards building an inclusive, just and empowered tribal Bharat. There are so many schemes that still exist, and it will be there maybe for some. A lot depend on the wisdom of the government of India, but PM Awas Yojana, the Ayushman Bharat is still on. Jal Jeevan Mission to reach out to every village and give a running water, tap water to every household, even going to the extent of reaching the not only village but to the hamlets and reach out to the last mile, the connection, the power supply to all the household in all the tribal areas across the country. Wherever there is no grid connection, then the new and renewable ministry or a department will step in and give connection, power connection to those places, the most interior places, in a way of what you call solar energy. So these are there are so many schemes, abhiyans that is still on, and the Ministry of Tribal Affairs steps in, provide funds to these departments, and the Department of Tribal Affairs, maybe as a single nodal agency, will monitor the execution of work in all the, because these are going to be infrastructure development. Yes, livelihood is there and some other, but most of the schemes will be in the infrastructures. We have schools in these many schools in almost all the villages. We have about 1,300 schools. So we don't have these many schools, but we have government schools even in the most interior part of Nagaland, where the infrastructure is so pathetic. We will be able to utilize this, get benefit of this scheme, and make the classrooms, hostels, or for that matter, even the residence for the teachers. Why nobody wants to go to interior place? Because there is no facilities. Teacher has to go, he's posted or she is posted there, but there is no accommodation facilities. So these are some of the critical gaps that is going to get filled under this scheme. So just highlighting you with what is going to happen, particularly in our state, by this abhiyan, and the real people, those who are going to execute, are all of you here.